You will not interfere with Baba in his bedroom.
Gachagua.
A sleepy constituency in Homa Bay County just became the hottest political battlefield in Kenya. Kasipul's by-election campaign kicked off today, and it is pure fire. ODM has unleashed its biggest guns. An independent rebel is shaking the system, and Gachagua just found himself in the crosshairs of Governor Gladys Wanga's fury. What is brewing here could rewrite 2027's playbook. Stay with us. We've got exclusive details they don't want you to hear. Comment below. Who do you think will win, Boyd Were or Philip Aroko? At 7 a.m. sharp, the IEBC officially gave the green light for the Kasipul by-election campaigns, and within minutes, Kosele town transformed into a sea of orange. ODM's Boyd Were, the 27-year-old son of the late MP Charles Ongondo Were, launched his campaign in dramatic fashion. Governor Gladys Wanga led the charge, flanked by the party bigwigs Sifuna, Nasir, and Asotsi. It was less of a campaign and more of a coronation.
Kwa hivyo hatutaki kura ya ODM ipotee hata moja. Hata wale watu wengine sijui wanajiita independent, sijui chama gani. Hapa tunataka machungwa peke yao.
But the message was clear. ODM wants to remind the nation that Homa Bay is their fortress. Yet, behind the flags and fanfare, whispers of discontent are growing, especially among locals who felt sidelined during the chaotic ODM primaries last month. Boyd Were's campaign rides on emotion and legacy, a son stepping into his father's shoes after tragedy. ODM strategy is crystal: turn sympathy into loyalty.
Nataka kirasmi nimtambulishe yule ambaye chama kimeidhinisha awe mgombea wa chama cha ODM katika uchaguzi wa mwezi ujao. Anaitwa Boyd Were. Boyd, kuja hapa tafadhali. Huyu kijana ndio candidate wa chama cha ODM hapa Kasipul. Wangapi watamuunga mkono? Haya, lazima nifanye hivyo kwa sababu kuna wakora wengine wanaweza kupitia huku wanasema ati wao pia ni marafiki wa ODM. Hakuna. Yule ambaye tunaunga mkono ni nani? Boyd Were.
Mizani Africa's poll puts him ahead with 41.7% support, but that number tells a deeper story. In a county where ODM used to command 70%, the cracks are showing. Meanwhile, independent candidate Philip Aroko, once an ODM insider, has turned rebellion into a rallying cry. He is tapping into voter fatigue, frustration with party politics, and the sense that ODM only listens to itself. This by-election is not just about one seat. It is about whether Kenya's political culture can handle dissent within loyalty. Here is why Kasipul matters beyond Homa Bay. If Aroko performs well, it signals a shift that young voters and independents can challenge the big party machines. For ODM, a strong win will reaffirm its dominance in Nyanza and Raila Odinga's continued grip heading toward 2027.
ODM! ODM!
For Gachagua, however, this is personal. He is using his New Democracy for the Citizens Party (DCP) to test whether Central Nyanza can finally cross political lines. His attacks on ODM's internal democracy were not random. They were bait, and Wanga took it. The result, a headline-making exchange that is already viral on X and a test of how vicious Kenya's 2027 campaign trail could get.
The clueless opposition ambayo walikuwa wanatembea huko Ukambani juzi, na Gachagua ndio alikuwa anaongea zaidi. Badala wazungumzie wa Kenya juu ya ile mambo watawafanyia wakitaka kuchaguliwa, wameingia kuzungumzia mambo ya Raila Amolo Odinga.
nataka kuambia Gacheta hivi, Gacheta.
At the heart of the storm was Governor Gladys Wanga's fiery jab at Gachagua during the ODM rally. Her words were cutting. Quote, Gachagua should know his place. Raila is our king. That clip, it is trending with over 500,000 views. Gachagua's camp is crying foul, calling it tribal chest thumping, while Wanga's supporters hail it as a defense of dignity. Political analysts see this as ODM's warning shot, a reminder that Nyanza is not open for invasion. But make no mistake, this clash won't end in Kasipul. Behind closed doors, ODM strategists are watching the polls nervously, while Aroko's team is planning a grassroots blitz targeting youth and border riders, with 18.8% still undecided. Anything can happen before November 27th.
Siasa by-election yot kabisa, yot kabisa. And ODM versus Jachung Kenda. Jodala wa Eoma Kasipul gipin luote benje chama mora ODM.
Let's break it down. Mizani Africa's data shows ODM's party support in Kasipul hovering at 54.4%, down from its 2022 peak. Boyd Were has the edge, but not a knockout. Aroko trails at 20.4%, but his support base is emotionally charged and growing. If Aroko can convert half of the undecided voters, it could force ODM into a defensive scramble. And if that happens, Kasipul could become the biggest political upset in Nyanza since 2007. Meanwhile, Interior PS Raymond Omolo has deployed extra security, hinting that the government expects turbulence. ODM is preparing for a festival, Aroko's preparing for a fight.
We want to tell Gachagua, you will not interfere with Baba in his bedroom. Tunajua umedharau Baba kupita madharau. Ukajaribu kusema Baba amekufa lakini Mungu yuko. Sasa tunasikia uko na candidate hapa. Nataka kukuambia wewe ndugu ya Farao, tutakufagia kukufagia. Hii ni bedroom ya Baba, sio bedroom ya Baba. Hapa ni kwa Baba, sio kwa Baba. Omio sama victory prario gabirio.
Kasipul is Kenya in miniature. You've got the establishment flexing its old power, a younger challenger pushing for a change, and a national figure, Gachagua, trying to stir the pot. This election will test how much control the traditional parties still have over Kenya's restless youth. And politically, it is a preview of the 2027 chessboard. Raila's ODM guarding its empire, Gachagua plotting alliances, and independence proving that the system is not untouchable.
Baba akisema left ni, akisema right ni, akisema fire ni, vijana fire, vijana.
The question now, who is adapting faster to the new Kenya, the power brokers or the disruptors? So, who is your bet? Boyd Were, the party prince, or Philip Aroko, the rebel underdog? Drop your take in the comments below. Like this video if you want more unfiltered political analysis, and subscribe for our next deep dive where we expose who is really funding these campaigns. Share this with your crew because Kasipul is not just an election, it is a mirror of where Kenya's democracy stands today. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader Kering Chubet.